So as April changes to May, summer's changing to autumn. There's lots of seasonal changes, the weather's becoming cooler in the evenings and the mornings, and the atmosphere's getting a little bit dry. So the junction of the seasons, or when the seasons change, that's the time when our bodies are most vulnerable and we're more prone to getting sick. We're seeing this a lot in our clinic at the moment, with people walking through our doors complaining of headaches, colds, flus, runny noses, low energy, you name it. So in the name of Ayurveda, where prevention is always better than the cure, we're going to be teaching you a super simple, very easy dish to make, a carrot and ginger soup that's really great at boosting your immunity and keeping your body strong for the winter to come. So the few main ingredients that I'm going to be using are carrot as the base of the soup, and then also ginger and turmeric. So before anything more, let's go ahead and I'll show you how to make this really simple soup. So like any good Ayurvedic dish, I've got my favorite oil or fat, ghee, a tablespoon or two, heating in a pot, and the first ingredient I'm going to add is my ginger. Now we all know ginger to be really great at digestion, but it's got so many other qualities and properties. It's one of our favorite herbs in the Ayurvedic kitchen. It's great at breaking up any congestion or mucus that you do have in your body and burning away toxins. So even if you do find yourself with those symptoms that you feel like you're about to get a cold or you're about to get a flu, just start adding a lot more ginger to any of your dishes that you cook. So the ginger here, it's starting to sizzle and cook quite nicely. This dish is really very simple. So the next thing that I'm going to add to it is what our soup is made of, the carrots. The smaller you cut up your carrot pieces, the less time it's going to take for your soup to cook and boil. So I've got the carrot in there, and all I'm going to do is nicely coat the ghee around all the carrot pieces. There you go, and that's done. Then I'm going to add the water and then cover the pot and let the carrots cook. I'm going to cover with the lid and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes or until the carrots are nice and tender. So I've got my carrots, they've been cooked down to nice and soft and tender. It'll vary according to the time that the carrots take to cook, will vary according to how big you cut your carrot pieces, how much, and how high your flame is on your gas. So I put it a little bit higher so it cooks a little bit faster. So what I'm going to go through is blend it just with a simple stick blender so it becomes a nice and thick pureed soup. So I've pureed the soup until it's a nice soupy consistency. And I'll just hold it up so you can have a look. And all I'm going to do is add my final final four ingredients in. Some turmeric powder, salt. Now the turmeric is excellent. It's an anti-inflammatory, immune-boosting herb that's known all over India. It's kept in kitchen pantries on hand, and it's added to almost any curry or dish that's made in an Indian or Ayurvedic household. And when, again, like the ginger, if you do feel an onset of those flu or cold-like symptoms, just add a little bit more turmeric into your cooking. Add a little bit more ginger, and it'll help flush those toxins out and boost your immune system that little bit more. And then the last two herbs that I've decided to use today are rosemary and thyme. And my reason for them are because they're both a diaphoretic herb, which means that in any incidence of fever, these herbs will induce sweating, so it'll help that fever leave your body even faster by inducing your body to sweat that little bit extra. And plus, they've got a great flavor, and fresh herbs are always great to add at the end of any soup or dish. It'll just make everything become so much more alive and fresh. So I'll add some rosemary and thyme, give it a final stir, take it off the heat, and here we're ready to go with some beautiful carrot and ginger soup to keep those flus away and keep your immune system nice and strong for the winter to come.